Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I'm Stan the Movie Man, coming to you today from the palatial estate of Casa de Stan. Today, your votes at WIMZ.com sent me to see Gnomeo and Juliet. It is, of course, the animated retelling of the classic Shakespeare tale, starring the voices of James McAvoy, Emily Blunt, also Matt Lucas, and even Ozzy Osbourne is providing a voice for this particular film. Of course, it is the retelling, as I said, of the story of Romeo and Juliet told with garden gnomes. There are blue garden gnomes, of which Gnomeo is one. He's voiced by James McAvoy. And Juliet is part of the red gnome faction, and that's Emily Blunt. She and he are, of course, sworn enemies until they meet by accident one time with their colors covered and discover that there's an attraction there. But, of course, once they realize that he's a blue and she's a red, well, you know, that starts to throw a monkey wrench into the works. The gnomes are in two backyards separated by a fence. And these backyards are the backyards of two people, two families, actually two elderly people, a woman and a man, one named Capulet, the other one named Montague. How appropriate. And the neighbors don't like each other, so the gnomes don't like each other. The gnomes don't know why this feud has started. They just know they continue to carry it out. And there's a particularly evil gnome, red gnome by the name of Tybalt, who's voiced by Jason Statham. And he is Gnomeo's arch nemesis in this particular story. I was surprised at how much I liked it. The movie's fun. It's sweet. It isn't hilarious. It doesn't have quite the zany quotient that I look for in animated movies. And I'll have to say, the humor, a lot of it is going to go over kids' heads. A lot of the visual puns, one of which I didn't get till a couple hours after I'd seen the movie, and some of the cultural references, yeah, folks aren't going to quite understand all of them. But little people, youngins, but the adults, the crowd I was with, you know, the parents of the kids that they brought, they seemed to be enjoying it, and the kids seemed to like it too. There wasn't a lot of whining and crying and moving around and squirming, so I guess the kids in my audience seemed to enjoy it well enough. And while it could use a little more zany, funny, it's pretty good. I'm giving it 4 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com to read my complete review, as well as to vote on the movie I see next time. If you have questions, send them to me at stanthemovieman@att.net. You can also follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan. Till next time, see ya.